All right, today we're going to count down the top 10 drinks for getting that blood flowing again. And this is all based on solid research. I got to tell you, a few of these, they're going to surprise you. Let's get into it.
So let me ask you something. Do your feet ever feel just cold? Even when the room is perfectly warm? Are you that person always reaching for a pair of socks? How about your legs? Did they get that heavy, achy feeling in the afternoon? It's like you've run a marathon, but really, you've just been walking around the house. And this is the one that gets a lot of people. That weird, prickly pins and needles sensation that can just wake you right up in the middle of the night. Sound familiar? Look, if you answered yes to any of that, I want you to know it is not just in your head. It's a real thing. It's your circulation sending you a little warning signal, basically saying, hey, I need some help down here. So let's talk about why this happens. Okay, the science of flow. Really, the root of this whole thing, especially after we hit 60, boils down to one single super important molecule. And that molecule is nitric oxide. I want you to think of nitric oxide as the traffic controller for your bloodstream. Its job is to tell your arteries, hey, chill out, relax, stay nice and wide open. When it's doing its job, blood can flow easily everywhere it needs to go, right down to the tips of your toes. But here's the catch. Take a look at this chart. As we get older, our bodies they don't make as much of it. And after age 60, the production just falls off a cliff. So what happens then? Well, without enough nitric oxide, those blood vessels get stiff, they get narrow. Now the blood has to struggle to get through. Your muscles don't get the oxygen they need, and suddenly, that heavy, tingly feeling, that starts to feel normal. But, and this is a big but, there is some really good news here. We can actually give our body the tools it needs to make more. So, are you ready? Let's get to the countdown. We're going to start at number 10 and work our way all the way up to the number 1 most powerful drink you can have. All right, kicking off our list at number 10, good old-fashioned water. Super important, right? Because dehydration makes your blood thick, but it only gives you about an 8% boost. Coming in at number 9, green tea. It's a bit better, at 12% improvement. But the catch is, it takes months to really see a difference. And then at number 8, we've got tart cherry juice. A pretty decent 18% improvement, but you gotta watch out for all that sugar. Okay, now we're starting to get into the heavy hitters. At number 7, pomegranate juice. It'll boost your flow by 22%, but again, can be sugary and kind of pricey. Number 6 is pure dark cocoa, and I mean the real stuff, not sugary hot chocolate. That'll give you a 24% boost in just a couple of hours. And sliding into the number 5 spot is watermelon juice with a solid 28% improvement. It's great because it gives your body the raw materials to make nitric oxide. The only real problem? Good luck finding it in February. Now for number 4. And honestly, this one is so underrated, it's hibiscus tea. This stuff works fast. We're talking a 31% improvement, and people often feel the difference in just 10 days. But and this is really important, it also lowers your blood pressure quite a bit. So if you're already on medication for that, you absolutely have to talk to your doctor before you try this one. Seriously. All right, now we're entering the big leagues, the top 3. These are the ones that don't just work, they deliver results that you can actually feel. And coming in at number 3 is probably not what you're expecting. It's celery juice. I know. But the science is there. It can give you a massive 35, even 40% boost in blood flow. And it often happens within a few hours. So how on earth does celery juice do that? Well, this is where our bodies are just incredible. Check this out. Celery is packed with natural nitrates. When you drink it, the good bacteria living on your tongue turn those nitrates into nitrites. Then, when that hits your stomach acid, boom, it turns into pure nitric oxide. Your body literally becomes its own little nitric oxide factory. How cool is that? All right, our runner-up, the silver medalist at number 2, is an arugula smoothie. Arugula. Why? Because this leafy green is one of the most nitrate-dense foods on the planet. I mean, it's just packed with the stuff. We're talking an incredible 42% improvement in blood flow here. And don't worry, you don't have to force down a giant bitter salad. It's super easy. Just blend up 2 cups of arugula. It has a peppery taste, with a cup of blueberries, maybe half a banana for sweetness, and a cup of almond milk. It's a really simple, surprisingly tasty, and super powerful way to get results you can actually feel. And now, the moment we've been waiting for, the number 1, the champion, the single most researched, most proven circulation drink out there, especially for older adults. You might have guessed it, it's beetroot juice. Just let this number sink in for a second. Up to a 50% increase in blood flow. 50. And it's not something that takes weeks to work. We're talking within 3 hours of drinking it. People actually report feeling their feet and their hands warming up. That's the feeling of your circulation coming back online. And the science on this is just rock solid. There was a huge study that found drinking it every day led to a 38% reduction in how stiff the arteries were. Now, what does that mean for you in the real world? It means significantly less pain when you're just walking around. See, that's not just a statistic on a page. That's a genuine improvement in your day-to-day life. Okay, so now you know the champion is beetroot juice. That's great. But just knowing isn't enough. You have to use it the right way to get these incredible results. So let's turn this information into action. Here's your 30-day plan. It's a super simple 3-step morning ritual. First, you're going to drink about 8 ounces of pure beetroot juice. Second, make sure you do it on an empty stomach. That helps your body absorb it best. And third, now listen closely, because this is the one almost everybody gets wrong. Avoid antibacterial mouthwash. Why? Remember that little nitric oxide factory on your tongue? Well, that mouthwash kills off all the good bacteria you need to get the process started. You'll literally be shutting down the factory before it even opens.
So there you have it. The science is clear, the plan is simple, and everything you need is waiting for you right at the grocery store. You could literally start this tomorrow morning. So why wait any longer? Your legs have been waiting long enough.